It's 2007, America. Do you know where your civil rights are? If I were you, I'd check inside Alberto Gonzalez's large intestine. Or perhaps up Karl Rove's ass. Of course, most Americans would rather worry about Larry Burkett's love life than about whether or not their phone's being illegally wiretapped by their own president.
Bring 'em on.
And on that freedom-loving note, let's pull down our pants and whip out this week's American Suck Countdown.
Number 10.
Making me want to throw someone off a rooftop at number 10, The Untouchables prequel, starring Nicolas Cage as a younger De Niro in a movie that is sure to make the Phantom Menace look downright necessary and valuable.
Awesome.
Nick, the next time you go for your hair transplant, see if they can't also add a little frontal lobe while they're at it.
Number 9.
Making me hate the Arctic at number 9, the new animated penguin movie, Surf's Up. Hollywood, I like the little endangered critters just as much as the next guy, but you really, really need to stop making kiddie movies about them.
Number 8.
Needing to get slapped by the OED at number 8, people who use the word braggers. Seriously, that word is like the nail on the chalkboard of all slang. Don't believe me? Listen to this. Braggers, braggers, braggers. Okay, you believe me now?
Number 7.
Needing to move to the year 1950 at number 7, the people suing the school in Chicago because they showed a 12-year-old girl the movie Brokeback Mountain. Hey, Repressy McTightAss, have you heard of something called teenage rebellion? In other words, the bigger deal you make out of your kid watching a gay movie, the more likely she is to aspire to be Rosie O'Donnell's girlfriend. So settle the down, it's just a movie.
Number 6.
Propping up the KKK at number 6, Sunday News Talk Show. Which, like white people so much, they made sure that 82% of their guests were pale-faced. Hey, Chipmunk Cheeks Russert, I think that might be okay if you were in Sweden, but this is the US of A. So make some changes, or we're gonna send over Jackie Chan, J-Lo, and Samuel L. Jackson to seriously f*** up your motherfucking shit.
Number 5.
Looking as bad as his comb-over at number 5, Rudy Giuliani's 9/11 legacy. Not only did the self-anointed genius put the anti-terror command center inside the building that the terrorists attacked in 1993, but he also took over the 9/11 cleanup and ignored federal regulations like, breathing respirators. Now, over 12,000 New Yorkers have serious, lifelong breathing problems, which means in the Hurting New Yorkers contest, Giuliani is way beating Osama.
Number 4.
As maternal as Voldemort at number 4, Candy Spelling, who's written an open letter to Paris Hilton to set the jailbird heiress straight.
That's hot.
You know, Candy, if that letter weren't coming from a pampered billionaire plastic surgery addict who likes to fight with her daughter over who gets more of Aaron Spelling's money, your words might actually mean something.
Number 3.
Just enjoy it at number 3. People who want to stop Lindsay Lohan's self-destructive behavior. Guys, first of all, Lindsay is probably genetically incapable of doing anything other than being the reincarnation of the Emperor Caligula. But more importantly, if Lindsay didn't stop being the endless parade of train wreck behavior, a lot of rubbernecking fun would go out of my life. And that would be bad.
Number 2.
As dumb as styrofoam rocks at number 2, people who hate Michael Moore. Hey, don't be McIdiot. Let me let you in on a little secret. You know what Michael Moore calls all of your hate mail, your protesting, your slamming of him on national television? He calls it free publicity. If you want to see less of Moore, then shut your dumb mouth.
Number 1.
Clogging up the tubes at number 1, the Pentagon, who's denying overseas troops access to YouTube and MySpace. And that cuts off some of a soldier's ability to say things like, what am I doing here? I'm scared shitless, and this war sucks. As far as I know, they're still able to watch this show, so let me just send the troops a message. Your bosses are a bunch of spineless, sucking. Did that come through okay? Well, there you go, America. Your weekly reminder that you live in a free country where you're free to buy lots of crap made by Chinese child workers, and also free to think that your nation is actually going to matter by the time you retire at the age of 85 from your job making toys for the Chinese kids you used to enslave long distance. Enjoy your week.
The Kids Suck Countdown.